Your person stood before their family, voice trembling but steady, and said words that made the room fall silent. They confessed something about you that shook everyone present, something so unexpected, so raw, so revealing that jaws dropped and eyes widened in disbelief. What could possibly make someone bare their soul like that in front of the people who matter most? What truth about you could be so powerful that it demanded to be spoken out loud, consequences be damned? By the time you reach the end of this message, you'll understand exactly what the angels have revealed about this shocking confession, why it happened now, and what divine shift is already unfolding in your life because of it. Let's step into this supernatural moment together. Someone who once doubted you, dismissed you, or walked away from you has just done something extraordinary. They sat down with the people closest to them, their family, their inner circle, the ones whose opinions shape their world, and they spoke your name. Not with criticism, not with casual mention, but with a confession so honest, so vulnerable, that it left everyone stunned. The angels want you to know that this wasn't a random conversation. This was a divine download, a moment orchestrated by heaven itself, where your person could no longer hold back the truth of what you mean to them. And beloved, that truth is about to change everything. Welcome to God's Message Today channel, where we deliver heaven's whispers straight to your heart. If you're new here, this is your invitation to join a community that believes in miracles, divine timing, and the supernatural power of God's love working through human connections. Hit that subscribe button right now and turn on your notifications, because messages like this one don't come by accident. You're here because the angels knew you needed to hear this today. And if you're already part of our family, welcome back. Your faithfulness to show up for these messages tells heaven you're ready to receive what's been prepared for you. Before we go any further, I want you to do something powerful right now. Type in the comments "I receive" if you're ready to accept the blessing, the breakthrough, and the beautiful surprise that's connected to this confession. Don't just watch passively, beloved. Participate in your miracle. Your words carry creative power, and when you declare "I receive," you're opening spiritual gates that have been waiting for your agreement. The angels are watching, and your faith is about to be rewarded in ways you can't even imagine yet. So go ahead, pause for just a moment, type "I receive" in the comments, and let's unlock this message together. Now let me take you deeper into what happened when your person made this confession. Picture the scene. Your person has been carrying something heavy for weeks, maybe months. Every time they're with their family, there's a weight pressing on their chest. Every conversation feels incomplete because the most important truth remains unspoken. They've rehearsed it in their mind 1,000 times. How to say it, when to say it, whether to say it at all. Because this isn't just any admission. This is about you. This is about what you've meant to them, what you've awakened in them, what you've shown them about themselves and about love and about life. And finally, in a moment saturated with divine timing, the words came pouring out. The family was in shock because they had no idea. They didn't know your person felt this way. They didn't know the depth of emotion that had been building. They didn't know that you, the one they might have heard about in passing or perhaps criticized or maybe never even met, had become the person their loved one couldn't stop thinking about. Your person confessed that you changed them, that you saw them when they felt invisible, that you believed in them when they had stopped believing in themselves, that your presence in their life, whether physical or in memory, had become a standard by which they now measured everything else. And in that confession, something broke open. Not just in your person, but in the spiritual atmosphere surrounding both of you. Proverbs chapter 18 verse 12 says, "Before destruction the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility." Your person had to humble themselves to make this confession. They had to lay down pride, fear of judgment, and concern about how they'd be perceived. That humility is the very thing that positions them for the honor that's coming. The honor of a divine connection restored, elevated, and blessed beyond what either of you previously experienced. The angels are saying that when your person humbled themselves before their family, they also humbled themselves before God, and heaven immediately began to move on their behalf. But here's what makes this even more profound, beloved. The family's shock wasn't just about surprise. It was about recognition. In that moment, as your person spoke about you with tears in their eyes or conviction in their voice or both, the family saw something they'd never seen before. They saw truth. They saw genuine emotion. They saw that this wasn't a passing infatuation or a casual connection. This was real. This was the kind of confession that only comes when someone has been transformed by another person's presence in their life. And you know what happens when families witness that kind of authenticity? They soften. They reconsider. They begin to see you through new eyes, even if they've never met you or if they once held reservations. The angels want you to understand that this confession didn't just happen in the natural realm. In the spirit, declarations were being made, covenants were being acknowledged, divine assignments were being confirmed. Your person, by speaking your name with honor in front of their family, was essentially prophesying your future together, even if they didn't realize it. Words have creative power, and when someone speaks blessing over you in the presence of witnesses, they're inviting heaven to make manifest what has been declared. This is biblical principle at work, beloved. This is how the invisible becomes visible. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33 instructs us, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." Your person has been seeking. They've been searching for what's real, what's lasting, what aligns with divine purpose. And in that seeking, they found something in you, a reflection of kingdom principles perhaps, a demonstration of righteousness maybe, or simply the peace that comes when someone finally encounters what their soul has been longing for. And now that they've sought first the things of God, everything else is being added, including the courage to confess truth and the family support they'll need moving forward. Let's talk about what this means for you practically, because heaven never gives revelation without application. First, this confession has cleared spiritual obstacles that were blocking your path to this person. Every time someone speaks truth, especially vulnerable truth, darkness has to retreat. Lies lose their power. Confusion dissipates. The enemy had been working overtime to keep you and your person separated through misunderstanding, miscommunication, and the interference of other people's opinions. But now that the truth has been spoken out loud, in front of witnesses, a spiritual shift has occurred. The warfare is over. The battle has been won. What comes next is harvest. Second, you're about to receive confirmation in the physical realm of what you've been sensing in the spirit. Maybe you've felt a pull toward this person. Maybe you've had dreams or visions or just an inexplicable knowing that something significant exists between you. The angels are saying that physical manifestation is coming fast. You're going to hear from this person directly, or you're going to hear through someone else what was said about you, or circumstances are going to align in such a way that reunion becomes inevitable. Divine timing isn't slow, beloved, it's simply precise, and the precision of this moment is breathtaking. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 19 declares, "Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness, and rivers in the desert." God is doing a new thing in your connection with this person. What was wilderness, confusing, difficult to navigate, seemingly barren, is about to bloom with life. What was desert, dry, lonely, seemingly without resources, is about to flow with rivers of blessing. The old patterns are breaking. The old limitations are dissolving. This is your season of the new, and it's springing forth even as you receive this message. Now, I want you to understand something crucial about why the family's reaction matters so much. In many cultures and in biblical tradition, family blessing and approval carry enormous weight. When families oppose a connection, they create spiritual and practical barriers that can be incredibly difficult to overcome. But when families give their blessing, they open floodgates of favor, provision, and peace. Your person's confession has initiated a process of winning the family over. Even if they were shocked, even if they need time to process, the seed has been planted. They now know how deeply their loved one cares about you. They now understand that you're not a phase or a distraction, but someone significant enough to warrant a vulnerable confession. The angels are showing me that some of you watching this have been praying specifically for family favor. You've been asking God to soften hearts, change minds, open doors through the people who influence your person's decisions. Beloved, those prayers have been heard, and this confession is the answer manifesting. Don't despise the shock. Don't fear the initial reaction. Remember that shock is simply surprise at encountering something unexpected, and unexpected things from God are usually the best things. The family needed to be shocked out of whatever assumptions or prejudices they held. They needed to see their loved one vulnerable and honest. That shock is actually the breaking open of hard ground so that seeds of acceptance can be planted. Psalm chapter 37 verse 4 promises, Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. You've been delighting yourself in the Lord through your patience, your faith, your refusal to manipulate or force outcomes. And now the desire of your heart is being given to you not through your striving, but through divine orchestration. Your person's confession wasn't something you manufactured or manipulated. It came from their own heart, prompted by the Holy Spirit, in God's perfect timing. This is how heaven works, beloved. This is the gift given to those who wait on the Lord and trust His process. Here's what's happening in the realm of the Spirit right now. Angels are being assigned to facilitate the next steps of this connection. Every angel has specific assignments, and the ones working on your behalf are now clearing pathways, arranging encounters, and whispering wisdom into the hearts of everyone involved. Your person is receiving supernatural courage to follow through on what they've confessed. The family members who were shocked are receiving supernatural insight to see you the way heaven sees you. And you, beloved, you're receiving supernatural preparation for what's about to unfold. You're being strengthened, refined, and positioned for the responsibility of a blessed union. Because here's the truth that many people miss. When God brings two people together in divine alignment, it's not just about romance or companionship. It's about purpose. It's about assignment. It's about what those two people can accomplish together for the kingdom that they could never accomplish separately. Your person's confession about you is actually a confession about calling. They're recognizing, perhaps without even fully understanding it yet, that you represent something spiritually significant in their life. You're not just someone they care about. You're someone they're meant to build with, create with, serve with, fulfill destiny with. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 through 12 says, "Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him. And a threefold cord is not quickly broken." Your person has realized that two are better than one. They've realized that life is meant to be shared, that challenges are easier with a partner, that purpose is amplified through divine connection, and the threefold cord, you, your person, and God in the center, is being braided together right now in the spiritual realm. If you're enjoying this message, do me a favor and hit that like button right now. Your engagement helps this message reach other people who need to hear it, and the algorithms favor videos that get early interaction. So by liking this video, you're not just supporting the channel, you're helping someone else who's waiting for their breakthrough receive the word that will change their life. Let's partner together to spread these divine messages far and wide. Let me address something that some of you might be feeling right now. You might be thinking, but I don't know who this person is, or I'm not currently in a romantic connection with anyone. Beloved, the angels don't operate on your current understanding or your present circumstances. They operate on divine knowledge and future reality. If this message resonated with your spirit, it's because there's truth in it for you. Even if you can't see the full picture yet, perhaps your person is someone from your past who's been on a journey back to you. Perhaps it's someone you know but haven't considered in this way. Or perhaps it's someone you haven't even met yet. But the confession has already happened in the spirit realm, and physical manifestation is coming. God operates outside of time. He sees the end from the beginning. So when angels deliver a message about what your person has confessed, they're speaking from heaven's perspective, where your divine partnership already exists, where the confession has already been made, where the family has already given blessing, where the union has already been established. Your job isn't to figure out all the details. Your job is to receive the word, believe the word, and prepare yourself for the word to manifest. Faith isn't about having all the answers. Faith is about trusting the one who does. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6 instructs, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths." Stop leaning on your own understanding of how this is supposed to happen, or who this person might be, or when the breakthrough will come. Instead, trust with your whole heart that God has heard your prayers, seen your faithfulness, and is now moving on your behalf in ways that will blow your mind. Acknowledge him in all your ways, in your patience, in your preparation, in your praise. And watch how he directs your paths straight to the blessing he's prepared. The confession your person made wasn't just about feelings. It was about recognition. They recognize your value. They recognize your impact. They recognize that letting you go or staying silent about what you mean to them would be a betrayal of truth itself. And beloved, when someone recognizes your true value, they don't keep it to themselves. They proclaim it. They defend it. They make sure others know it too. That's what happened with their family. Your person essentially said, "This person matters to me in ways I can't even fully articulate, and I need you all to know that." That's powerful. That's prophetic. That's your future being spoken into existence. Romans chapter 8, verse 28 assures us, "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to His purpose." Everything that's happened in your journey with this person, every separation, every misunderstanding, every painful moment, every time of waiting, it's all been working together for good. The confession they made to their family is proof that the process has been purposeful. They needed time to understand what you meant to them. They needed separation to recognize your value. They needed silence to hear God's voice about you clearly. And now that all those pieces have worked together, the good that results will be undeniable, unshakable, and unmistakably divine. I'm seeing in the Spirit that some of you have been feeling discouraged lately. You've been wondering if you heard God correctly about this connection. You've been questioning whether you should just move on and forget about this person. The enemy has been whispering lies that you're delusional, that you're holding on to false hope, that you need to face reality and let go. But beloved, this message is God's response to those lies. The confession happened. Your person spoke your name with honor. The family was shocked into new awareness. The spiritual atmosphere has shifted. You didn't hear wrong. You didn't hope in vain. You didn't waste your time or your prayers. Everything is coming together exactly as heaven planned, and your vindication is at hand. Psalm 126, verse 5 and 6 promises, "They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. He that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him." You've been sowing in tears, beloved. You've been watering seeds with prayers and watering hope with faith, even when circumstances looked barren. But the harvest season has arrived. You're about to reap in joy what you've sown in tears. You're about to come back rejoicing, carrying sheaves of blessings so abundant that you'll wonder how you ever doubted. The confession is the first sheaf. More are coming. Let me tell you what's going to happen next in this divine sequence. Your person is going to reach out. It might be a text, a call, a message through someone else, or an unexpected encounter, but contact is coming. And when it comes, you'll notice something different about them. There will be a new level of certainty in their approach. The confession they made to their family has solidified something in their own spirit. They're no longer confused or double-minded. They're clear about what they want, and what they want is you. The angels are saying to prepare your heart for this moment because it's going to be emotionally intense in the best possible way. Then, you're going to be introduced to or reintroduced to the family in a completely different light. Even if you've met them before, the context will be new. You'll be presented not as a casual acquaintance but as someone significant, someone honored, someone welcomed. The family's initial shock will have transformed into curiosity, openness, and eventually acceptance. They'll want to know you. They'll want to understand what their loved one sees in you. And as they get to know you, they'll confirm that the confession was accurate. You are indeed everything your person said you were and more. Finally, a season of building will begin. This isn't just about romantic reconnection, though that will certainly be beautiful. This is about two people coming together to build something that matters. A relationship, yes, but also a legacy, a ministry, a business, a family, a life that glorifies God and fulfills purpose. The confession was the foundation being poured. Everything that comes next will be built on that foundation of truth, vulnerability, and divine timing. And because the foundation is solid, what you build together will stand through every storm and season. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1 defines faith. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Your faith has been substance when all you had was hope. Your faith has been evidence when nothing was visible in the natural. And now, beloved, your faith is about to receive its reward. What you've hoped for is manifesting. What you couldn't see is becoming visible. The confession is proof that heaven has been working behind the scenes all along. Don't give up now. Don't let doubt creep in at the moment of breakthrough. stand firm in faith, and watch God do what only He can do. I want to speak to those of you who've been dealing with interference from other people, maybe someone who's been trying to claim your person's attention, or family members who've been pushing them towards someone else, or friends who've been speaking negatively about you. The angels want you to know that the confession has silenced those voices. When your person declared the truth about you in front of their family, they essentially drew a line in the sand. They made it clear where their heart is. They shut down alternative options and contrary opinions. This doesn't mean everyone will immediately agree, but it means the most important declaration has been made, and everything else has to align with that declaration or become irrelevant. Think about what this means prophetically. In Scripture, when someone made a public declaration or confession, it carried legal weight in both the natural and spiritual realms. When Joshua said, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord," he wasn't just expressing a preference, he was making a binding declaration that shaped his family's destiny. When Ruth said to Naomi, "Whither thou goest, I will go," she wasn't just being poetic, she was entering a covenant that changed her entire life trajectory. Your person's confession about you is that kind of moment. It's a declaration that carries weight, creates accountability, and sets destiny in motion. 1 John chapter 4, verse 18 tells us, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love." Your person has been battling fear of vulnerability, fear of rejection, fear of judgment from family, fear of being wrong about what they feel. But love has been growing stronger, and finally that love cast out the fear. The confession is proof that love won, and when love wins over fear, miracles happen. Relationships are restored, families are united, destinies are fulfilled. You're witnessing the victory of love over fear, and beloved, that victory is just the beginning of all the good things coming your way. Now let me bring this full circle to where we started. The shock the family experienced wasn't just about them, it was for you. God wanted you to know that what your person feels for you is so genuine, so powerful, so undeniable that it left their family stunned. That shock is your confirmation. That shock is your validation. That shock is heaven's way of telling you, yes, this is real. Yes, they feel what you hoped they felt. Yes, the connection you believed in exists and is being honored. You're not crazy. You're not reaching. You're not foolish for believing. You're faithful, and your faithfulness is about to be rewarded in ways that exceed your expectations. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7 reminds us, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." You've been walking by faith through this entire journey, even when sight gave you no evidence to hold on to. You believed when you couldn't see. You hoped when circumstances looked hopeless. You trusted when logic told you to give up. And beloved, that kind of faith moves heaven. That kind of faith activates angels. That kind of faith brings impossible things into manifestation. The confession you've heard about today is the fruit of your faith walk. This is what happens when you refuse to walk by sight and choose instead to walk by faith. Let's wrap this up, but before we do, I need you to take action. Type in the comments right now, "Blessed and ready," if you're ready to receive everything this message has revealed. Declare your readiness. Declare your expectation. Declare that you're positioned for breakthrough. The angels are watching the comment section, beloved, and they're looking for those who will boldly claim their blessing.
Be one of them.
Type "Blessed and ready" and activate the next level of manifestation in your situation. Here's what you need to remember from everything we've covered today. Your person made a confession that shocked their family, and that confession was about you. They revealed the depth of what you mean to them in a moment of vulnerability orchestrated by heaven. This confession has cleared spiritual obstacles, shifted atmospheric conditions, and set in motion a sequence of events that will result in your connection being restored, elevated, and blessed beyond previous limits. The family's shock is transforming into acceptance. Your person's courage is turning into certainty, and your faith is about to produce tangible, visible, undeniable results that will silence every doubt and confirm every word you've received in your spirit. This is your moment. This is your season. This is your breakthrough. If this message has blessed you, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Maybe there's a friend who's been waiting for their own breakthrough, or a family member who needs encouragement about divine timing. Click that share button and spread the blessing. Second, Make sure you're subscribed to God's Message Today channel and that you've turned on your notifications. We release powerful messages like this regularly, and you don't want to miss a single word that heaven has for you. Third, if you love what we do here and want to support this ministry, consider giving a super thanks. Your donations help us continue creating and delivering these divine messages that are changing lives around the world. Every contribution, no matter the size, is a seed sown into kingdom work, and God will multiply it back to you, pressed down, shaken together and running over. Remember, beloved, angels don't deliver messages about things that aren't real or aren't happening. The confession happened. The shock was real. The shift is underway. Your person is moving toward you with new clarity and courage. The family is being prepared to receive you, and heaven is coordinating every detail to bring about a reunion and a future that will make everything you've been through worthwhile. Stay faithful. Stay expectant. Stay ready. Your blessing is not coming. It's already here, manifesting more fully with each passing day. Until next time, know that you are loved by heaven, covered by grace, and positioned for supernatural breakthrough. Keep believing. Keep receiving. Keep trusting that the God who started this good work in your life is faithful to complete it. I'll see you in the next message, but until then, walk in the confidence that what belongs to you is already finding its way to you. God bless you, beloved. This is your season.